All right, let's see what our candy has. Zots.
These are one of my favorites. Zots are the best.
These strawberry things, oh my gosh, those are so grandma's. I remember these.
Oh, I remember those too.
And you can actually even bite it if you take it and go.
Oh!
Ow, that hurt.
Hi guys, welcome back to
the YouTube family!
And today we're going retro.
We're going
trying
OG.
Retro candy from the 70s, which makes David and I really old.
Because this is like my childhood.
So we were born in the 70s, and we can remember the 70s. I remember like the bell-bottom pants and them getting stuck in my bike, which I didn't like to ride.
I think I was in 3rd grade in 1979. I remember writing that on a piece of paper. That's all I remember of the 70s.
Yeah. What do you remember about candy though? Candy from your childhood?
It was delicious, and I couldn't afford it, and I always wanted it, and there was never enough.
So I remember 2 candy stories. I remember like we would do chores around the house and we would get pennies and nickels, and sometimes we'd earn dimes and quarters, and we would take our bikes, we'd ride to the candy store where we would get our little brown paper sack and we'd pick out the unwrapped penny candy from the bottom shelf of the candy store. And you put it in your brown paper bag, and if you were lucky and you had a quarter, you could get some of the bigger candies, which was
Cadbury
like
eggs.
Or like the Boston baked beans or the lemon heads. Those were kind of more of like your higher priced candy.
There was grape ones too. I don't remember what those were
there was
called.
the grape Welch's grape or something. That was one. And then the other thing I remember is like when my dad would take us kids camping, he would give us a whole quarter. And we'd stop at the candy store before we'd head up in the mountains, and we got to go get a bunch of candy for the camping trip. It was like the best ever because we didn't have to do a chore to get that money. Dad just spoiled us, and we went and got treats. And he bought soda on top of it. Hence my soda addiction.
Oh no, it all started there.
Start with those camping trips. Thanks, Dad.
Penny candy was very popular. It was those Swedish fish.
Swedish fish were huge.
Or the Swedish berries. You could get the Swedish berries.
Yes.
The Swedish fish and Swedish berries. And sometimes they would have not just the red ones, but they'd have the different colored ones as well.
Yeah. Probably even Jawbreakers. I remember Jawbreakers, Tootsie Pops.
Candy bars were kind of out of my price range.
They were out of mine
like
too.
35 cents.
Yeah. All right, let's see what our candy has. So, Gobstoppers, definitely. I remember these, but I don't remember getting packs like this.
Oh, that was expensive. That was top shelf.
That
was top shelf.
So it was like the cheapest to the most expensive.
Yeah. I walked into the store and went
all the way down to the bottom shelf with your brown paper.
That's interesting how they organized it.
We would have not got. I would have not got.
These things are the best. How come we don't get these anymore?
Oh, Chickles. Chickles
I
gum?
have no idea what that is.
I think these Fun Dips were out too.
Oh, Fun Dip? Yes.
These were probably...
Those were like 15 cents.
I was going to say 10 or
those.
15 cents. I remember getting these as well.
We'd go to baseball games.
But that's
and they'd sell them at baseball games.
That's huge, guys. 15 cents is 15 Swedish fish.
A dime to 15 cents.
Like, you could have 15 fish or you could have 1 packet. Do you want 15 candies or 1 packet?
Sometimes you just had to sacrifice for the good.
You know what? One time I stole some candy from the store and I thought I'd be sneaky and I'd go eat it, and so I snuck around the back of the house and I went underneath my mom and dad's window to their bedroom.
Why would you do that?
I was dumb. I was a dumb child. I'm not a very good thief. And so I started sneaking out my candy and I'm eating it, and of course I got busted, caught. Where did you get all that candy from? And then I had to tell them I took it, and then my parents made me go back to the store and apologize, and I had to pay for the candy and I had to do more chores to earn it. Okay, so we have the Gobstoppers. Anything sent out to you? I don't remember Jelly Bellies.
I don't remember Jelly Bellies. I remember Jelly Beans, but I don't remember Jelly Bellies.
Okay, do you remember the bubble gum though?
Yes, I remember.
What kind was your favorite bubble gum?
Just the regular plain Jane.
I remember my favorite was the one with the baseball player on it, and it came in the spaghetti string.
Oh, it is?
No.
Yes, it is. I saw it.
It is in here? I don't think so.
I swear I saw it. Did I not see it?
Nope.
So that's called Big League Chew.
Big League Chew is the most popular.
That was my fave. Because I used to play baseball as a kid, like 10 years old.
And you'd feel so cool, like the baseball players.
You felt like, so we'd sit in the dugout and all the guys would have it and be like,
but that was a higher shelf item. You were still paying close to probably 25 cents, 50 cents.
That was at least
might have been 50, 25, 50
That was
cents.
mid-level shelf. I can see it on the shelf.
I can too. I can picture the shelf of it. So we have the typical bubble gums. Yes, these were around when we were kids, but these were not the popular ones.
Oh.
Zots.
These are one of my favorites.
Yes, those are the
It like
best.
has a hole on one end, and as soon as it gets wet, it just like starts spurting in your mouth. Zots are the best.
Do you remember Razzles?
Pop Rocks.
I don't remember Razzles.
Yes.
Pop Rocks I do remember. They were probably the 10-cent things.
Yeah, I was gonna say these were at least a nickel for 10 cents. I'd buy these.
I would buy
I do
Pop
remember
Rocks
those,
too.
except we called them bottle caps, didn't we?
Yeah, we had bottle caps. Wait, it's these.
Yeah,
this
those
is what
are
we
so
had. Bottle
the
caps.
root beer ones.
Root beer are the
bottle
best.
caps. Okay, then we have classic rock candy.
Yeah.
I think we tried making these as a kid, and it never really was successful. I don't remember it being. And these weird cherry things, I do not remember those.
I don't remember that either.
I never heard of these.
Big Red,
Big Red was
classic.
definitely the gum we got, along with that cheap green
Makes
gum.
your tongue
These
go
are
numb
so
after
good.
a while.
Okay, so what do you want to try? Because we've tried pretty much all of this.
Zots.
Okay, let's try Zots.
We're gonna zap our taste buds right off the beginning.
Zots are OG, but one of my top 3.
Why aren't they more popular?
Why don't they have
Where's the
penny
Swedish-
candy for
Oh,
kids
blue.
nowadays?
Where's the Swedish Goldfish? I mean, that was a staple.
Oh, it's so sour.
This flavor was good.
I just can't eat the sour
It is
stuff
very
anymore.
sour. I don't remember it being quite that sour, but
This is how it is.
Woo! That's too sour for me.
this box is full of a lot of suckers. The blow pops, I would have blow pops all
Blow
the time.
pops were the prized one if you got them at trick-or-treating,
They're the
because
best.
everybody handed out the Tootsie Pops, but when you got a blow pop, it was like, you got 2
You could
candies
do
in one.
tradesies with these and get some good
You could.
This is like grandma's house candy right here.
That's what
right
I
here.
said in the 50s videos. It's all
All
grandma.
this stuff right here. That's like what you find in the candy dish at grandma's.
These strawberry things, oh my gosh, those are so grandma's. I remember these.
Oh, I remember those too.
Okay, what I really want to try is this Gold Mine Gold Nugget, because this is kind of like, I feel like it's kind of like a vacation type vibe candy. I don't remember getting this all the time.
I remember seeing those, but I never bought them because those
Yeah.
were expensive.
Yeah, and you could get the baseball bubble gum, and it was bigger for cheaper than you could this type of gum.
Oh my
good.
mother. That's so much.
Eat your gum.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat that with a Zot in my mouth.
Do you usually just pop it all
Pop
out?
it in. It's banana, so you better like banana flavored, which I love banana flavored candy.
It's just little chunks of gum. That's what it is. The problem with this gum, you're done in about 2 minutes.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
I think the other thing we have to try, because we both remember, is the bottle caps.
Root beer bottle caps.
Beer one.
Okay, bottle cap. I like these because they're a little bit fizzy.
They're not quite sour.
They're not really sour, and they're not really tart.
And they're not hard, but they're not soft.
Yeah, it's just
It's
nice.
kind of like when you bite into it, it's just like a nice, even crunch.
It makes you feel like you're having a soda without getting a soda. I love those.
I am back in my childhood.
Those are so good. Oh man, we need to buy bottle caps more often.
Okay, Pop Rocks.
Classic.
These candies will be made until candy is no longer made. They will always make this. All right, you want like the big pieces because they're the ones that really pop in your mouth. The powder doesn't really do it.
Give some out.
You need the big chunkles.
That's good.
And you can actually even bite them. If you take it and go,
Oh!
ow, that hurt.
It's like fireworks in your mouth!
Try it. Grab a big one, isolate it,
Ow.
and pop it. Just one piece.
I don't got big ones.
It's like shattered everywhere.
You're spitting on me. This is kind of funny because
I remember
it makes
doing this as a
your
kid.
brain
You
go
take one
weird.
piece at a time, but they seemed like they were a lot more bigger pieces back when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Maybe because I was smaller.
Well,
they
if you
were
were
bigger.
trying to treasure and save your candy and make it last as long as possible. Because like if you went to the candy store, that was like once a week or once every other week thing, if that. And you only got like 10 goldfish. It's not like you got candy all the time. Or like the Swedish fish. You didn't have like a lot of money unless you really did your chores.
My friend had quarters all the time because his dad would come home with quarters and he'd put them in his drawer, and my friend would go into his dad's drawer and take the quarters. My friend could buy any candy he wanted, and his dad worked for Hostess, and so he'd always have lots of cupcakes and the donuts and all the. He even had those coconut nasty things.
I love the snowballs.
He had the ding dongs. My friend was awesome.
Okay, Pop Rocks never go out of style, and I actually love the retro packaging. I think it's so cute. We have to open the candy cigarettes. Okay, yeah, so this is definitely what they look like as our childhood.
This is
It's
white.
white.
Stick.
They're just like,
White stick.
they're a powder stick. They're not that tasty, but we thought we were
These
so
are
cool.
delish.
We're like,
I always went like this.
So, what's next? No, these are minty.
Minty.
These are menthols. That's like the poor man's.
It's not minty.
Maybe it's mixed with my
It's all
Pop
the
Rocks.
flavors in your mouth.
You know
I
what?
think they do make minty ones, but these
I guess
are
if
not
you had to
minty.
have cigarettes, these would be the ones to have.
We should try these since Dad doesn't know what they are.
Okay, we're gonna try the mini chickles because I think I had those, but in the bigger size, the normal size chickles. They came in a pack of 4 and they were like this little square and they were stacked up.
Fruity,
And they were-
crunchy coated.
They were almost in a pack like this, but they were stacked up and they were different colors. You don't remember them?
Must have been mid-shelf.
Oh, these are so
They're
disgusting.
disgusting. I was gonna say, if you say that's good.
I could not eat that.
They're so small.
Is this gum or what is
That was
this?
fun dip.
So are these chiclets?
It's gum.
You're thinking chiclets?
Yes, it's chiclets, but it's the
Mini
smaller
chiclets?
size.
I don't know if I've ever seen mini chiclets.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to describe.
They're like mini M&Ms.
It is.
Gum.
It's mini chiclets. Yeah, and chiclets are coming for.
Yeah.
My stomach hurts.
So
Again.
we didn't get them like that, but
This is one of those candies that are very temporary. When you first put it in your mouth, it's an explosion of flavor.
And then it goes away.
It's good, and then about
yeah.
60
It's like-
to 90 seconds, no bueno.
It's not good.
All right,
Okay, you're gonna try
how are
the
we gonna do a
dip?
fun dip?
Just you try it.
Yeah,
You've had it.
I know what fun dip is.
So I remember when like Audrey and Jordan and Jake and Ty, when they would get this, I'd be so jealous. But I had to be the
Fun
adult.
dip?
I had to
Why are
be
you
the adult.
so
Like
jealous?
I don't want it, but meanwhile they're all like, look Dad, look Dad. I'm like, I want some. But they once they licked it, you don't share. You
Go get your own,
You
dude.
can't double dip a fun dip and then share.
I could see myself licking it and give it to
Did
Jordan.
Jordan? You probably did.
And then what you try to do is you try to
Jordan.
take it, make it a spoon, like scoop it. And you do
Yeah.
I remember I did not like the stick. I only liked the
And you
tip.
put it under your tongue. All these tricks of when I was a kid are coming back. So under the tongue. And
See,
it's like makes
you
your
do
salvatore
have
glands
candy
nuts.
memories.
I do.
These box candies were very popular. What was your favorite box candy that you can remember?
I want to say the grape 8.
The grape?
That's what it was, yeah.
I went through a phase where I actually liked the lemon heads, and then I went through a phase where Boston baked beans, the nut peanut ones, were my favorite. So, but they were all
Boston
good. Like I don't know. These were special. The grape ones were delicious too.
I remember my grandpa had a lot of Boston baked beans, and it was like the last thing you ate. It was like,
Yeah.
is there anything else? Okay, I'll eat a Boston baked bean.
This box doesn't include all the things we remember from our childhood, like the Swedish fish, which was a huge part
Yeah, where's the penny candy?
of the
You gotta have
70s
the
and
penny
80s.
candy.
Yeah, the penny candy, that's missing. I wish I could remember everything on that bottom shelf. I just can't remember it all.
Yeah.
There's probably Smarties and Tootsie Rolls. There was Smarties, Tootsie Rolls,
Pixie sticks.
Pixie Sticks, Swedish fish.
Which is basically this, just
Yeah.
in a tube.
Yeah. What's really gross is a lot of that stuff, when we say they were on the bottom shelf, they were unwrapped on the bottom shelf. They were just sitting in a box.
Some kid could have came by with
Open.
grubby fingers,
They could have licked them and stuck it back in.
sorted through the
You could
candy,
have had a toddler that come and taste tested.
sneezed, I chewed.
It was really kind of disgusting now
And
thinking
it's by
about
like
it.
the lowest, so it's by all the kids' eye level and dirty.
We
It's
just
on
had-
the floor where people are kicking up
We
dirt
had
and
strong
gross
immune
stuff.
systems. We were tough.
We were tough.
kids.
We were the kids that got
We would leave
locked
the
in the
house
car.
in the morning. Yeah.
Oh my.
Moms would take us shopping, leave us in the car.
With no air
blaring
conditioning.
heat. Nobody got hurt.
We didn't wear seatbelts. We were strong.
We would just beat each
We
other
didn't
up in the
have
car,
them.
and then Mom would come in and get mad at us. We'd go ride our bikes and just be gone all day, as long as you're home by the time that they turned the lights on.
The lights on the porch.
Yep.
Just once the porch lights on,
No
get
cell
home.
phones, no texting, no intranet.
They wanted you out of the house. They didn't want you to see you all day long. So.
And you wanted to be out of the house too, because you're like, it's so boring. All I like to play is Monopoly and Sorry.
And cartoons would only come on Saturday, so. Yeah. So, we just relived our childhood. If you want more videos of the 70s and 80s, like when David and I grew up, or even tiptoeing into the 90s with Audrey, when she was like technically born in the 90s, but really she's a thousands child.
I was in the 90s by 3 months.
Yeah, she's barely a 90s girl. But if you want more videos like that, tell us what we should do next, and we will. Or if you want us to try more retro candy, like Audrey could try candy from her childhood. They actually make retro 90s candy.
Do they have retro 2000s?
You're retro.
How old am I?
I'm so ancient.
That's sad that our kid is now retro.
I'm vintage.
She's vintage. So if you want to see vintage Audrey candy, we'll try that. Anyway, let us know what your favorite childhood candy is and your memories associated with it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.